Hi everyone and welcome to my January wrap-up. I read a total of 7 books in the month of January, so let's get started. The first book is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This follows a girl that mistakenly kills a fae as she's hunting food for her family, and she's taken prison into the fae world because of what she did. And then it's all that happens after that. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I think this was a solid read. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars, but I had some problems with the ending, which is unfortunate. But despite that, I will still continue on with the series at some point. So I'll be looking forward to that, but it's not my top priority because of the ending of this one. And if you know the ending, then you know how that plays into the second book, I'm guessing, because I haven't read it yet. But yes. The second book I read in the month of January was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. I don't really feel like I need to explain much about what happens in this book because it's very popular and the title says basically everything, so good job title spoiling it. But no, just kidding. Out of the movies, this has been my least favorite, and I must say that the book is better than the movie version because I've only seen the movies up until this point, so now I'm reading them for the first time. I usually mark in my books, as you can see, and I didn't mark that much in this one, as you will see, compared to my other Harry Potter books. And I don't know, I really loved some parts of this, especially like Quidditch and such, but yeah, it wasn't my favorite out of all the books, even though I haven't read all the books yet, but it's still not my favorite. But it does hold up better than the movie does. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars because it's Harry Potter, and it was still amazing compared to other books, but it wasn't the best out of all of my 5 out of 5 star reads. On to number 3, which might be a bit controversial, as I've seen that a lot of people love this book, and it is John Green's new book, Turtles All the Way Down. This book is about a girl and her friends in search of a billionaire that has gone missing. That's the basic premise of it. I guess the only thing that made me want to read this book was that it's a John Green book, and with this one I just didn't feel that involved in it, and the story, especially the ending, wasn't satisfactory like at all. But I must say that the mental health in this book was represented very well. I really felt for the character whenever she got her episodes of her mental illness, and I even found myself thinking about it as I was reading, like, oh, when is she gonna think about it next and such. So I thought that that was a real good part of this book. But however, I didn't love it, but I can't say that there is anything really wrong about this book. It was kind of plain, but I guess that was the point because it's a contemporary book. For Turtles All the Way Down, I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. Fourth book. After the letdown of Turtles All the Way Down, I needed something that I knew I would love. So I picked up Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. This has always been my favorite out of the movies, so I expected to love this, and I did. This has way more markings than the Chamber of Secrets book had, and I could not put this down. I just loved Remus Lupin in this book. He's one of my absolute favorite characters. So I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. The fifth book I picked up during the month of January was Cinder by Marissa Meyer. The first half of this book was kind of boring and I couldn't really get into it. I predicted everything that happened in this book. I still haven't decided on whether to continue on with this series or not, but I might pick it up later on this year if I find myself that I buy the next book. But other than that, I don't really feel like continuing on with something predictable. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars. My second to last book that I read in the month of January was the fourth Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire by J.K. Rowling. So I don't even feel like I need to say this, but I gave it a 5-star rating. And I loved how thick this book was. I just wanted it to go on forever and ever. And I loved how dark the series have gotten. This book I will highly recommend for anyone that enjoyed the movies. This is so much better. My next book was Undercover Princess by Connie Glynn. Like, this felt like the perfect read after Harry Potter. This book is about 2 girls that go to the same school, and one of them is a princess undercover, but then stuff happens, rumors are spread, and I'm not gonna say more than that because this was amazing. And I just like, even just like the author is like gorgeous as well. There are a bunch of Easter eggs about art, and it was just amazing. Like, I cannot praise this book more. Like, and of course I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I desperately need the second book after this because the ending, I was shook. Like, so that's it for my January wrap up for 2018. I hope you have a good day and read a lot. Bye!